Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Sharon Sews. This is a channel where we talk about sewing and fashion. Today I have 9 looks for you that I've taken from ready-to-wear inspiration that you can sew using free patterns. This is part of the Sew Frugal 23 challenge that is happening on Instagram. By now you probably are aware of it if you've been watching all the other videos. I'll briefly go over an explanation of what the Sew Frugal 23 challenge is. If you're already aware of it, feel free to bypass this and go right to the inspiration and patterns. Here's how it works. Choose a free pattern. Use your stash fabric. Sew and reveal March 31st. Follow your host. Go to their YouTube channel for all of the details. You can win prizes. And there's lots of inspiration all month long from all of the sewing vloggers taking place. Be sure to follow hashtag SewFrugal23. I have chosen 9 looks for you that you can recreate today. 4 tops, 2 dresses, and 3 skirts. I should have done 1 more pattern and then I would have made it an even 10. But you've got 9 looks today to choose from. I probably won't sew all 9 of these in the month of March because the deadline is March 31st. But I'm going to sew a few of them. I would love to know what you're going to sew also. Let's start with the tops. My first inspiration top is from Anthropologie. It is a white top with a blue ruffle hem. It's currently on sale for $40. I don't think that's a bad price for ready to wear. If I thought it would fit me properly and I knew the quality of the fabric, I would purchase it. Instead, I'm going to sew it myself. What I have chosen for a pattern is the Nomi Ruffle detail top from Tiana's Closet that's available in extra, extra small to 5XL. Now I would remove the ruffle on the sleeve and make that hem ruffle larger. It's more like the inspiration photo. I would have to play with that front ruffle a little bit. It's hard to see the detail on the inspiration photo, but it doesn't look like it's attached all the way around. So I'm going to look at how I could incorporate more of that detail on the one that I make. The fabric that I've chosen from my stash, I have this fairly lightweight white cotton jersey. And I have this lightweight blue and white stripe. I think this would be really nice on that ruffle because it's not very heavy and that actually gives me the ready-to-wear look almost identical. My next ready-to-wear is sweatshirts. That sounds pretty boring, doesn't it? But what I liked about, I have 2. What I liked about it was the embellishments that they used on the sweatshirt. The first one has letters across the front and that I found at Coastal Bloom, currently retailing for $55. The other one I saw at Anthropologie and that's retailing for $138. Now the first one, the Coastal Bloom, what I'm going to use is this gorgeous blue sweatshirt fleece from Emma One Sock. It's not too heavyweight, but it's just really nice. Emma One Sock is one of my favorite online fabric retailers. They just have really great fabrics. So I'm going to use this blue, and what I have in my stash is this. I don't want to unwrap it, but it's, I don't know, I think I bought it on Etsy a couple years ago. I think it's silk remnants. How fun would that be to do the letters in that? So what I would do is I would couch the letters with my sewing machine. I can show you how to do that. If this doesn't work, I will try a sample. And if this doesn't work, I think I've got some yarn stashed away somewhere that I could do the letters in yarn. So that's option number 1. The other one, the Anthropologie inspired sweatshirt, I do have white sweatshirt fabric on hand, but it's really heavy. I wouldn't get any use out of it. I might be able to wear it 2 months out of the year. So I'm thinking I will make a sweatshirt style top out of a lightweight knit. I have a lightweight knit right here. It has a tiny little texture to it. For the embellishment, I have a couple options because remember, I can't purchase anything. I could use this. This is from S.R. Harris in Minnesota. When I lived there, I used to always look through the remnants, look through the trims. This was, what does that say, $10? So I've got a yard here. I could cut those apart. And embellish that on the top. The other option, hang on. Do you see this? This is all trims. I used to purchase bags of miscellaneous trims from S.R. Harris. They would have them all bagged up for like $10 a bag because I did a lot of doll clothes. I could go through this, see if there's a nice 3D type trim, cut it up and sew that to the top. The pattern I've chosen for the sweatshirt is from Mood Fabrics. It's the Hickory Ensemble. That is available in sizes 2 to 30, and that is a bust 32.5 inches to 58.5 inches. Now you will notice on the Anthropology inspiration photo, it does have a puff sleeve, and this pattern that I've chosen has a raglan sleeve, so I am not going to do the puff on it. I don't think that's necessary. I feel like that's a lot. Puff sleeve and all that embellishment. To each his own. Next up on ready to wear inspiration is a tank top. Bear with me here. Yes, a tank top. They're all over the runways and all over ready to wear. I actually had written a post for the BERNINA We All Sew blog, fall 2022 trends to sew, and the white tank top was one of the trends for fall 2022. When I was researching for that post, I came across a designer white tank top. Granted, it had a little logo. It retailed for more than $1,000. Aren't you glad you sew? Aren't you glad you sew? I would like to know if anyone actually bought that for $1,000. Anyway, it looks like they're still around for spring. If you don't like to wear a tank top alone, it makes a great layering piece. So I'm taking inspiration for my luxury tank top from Elaine Fisher. This one is in organic black cotton and it retails for $78. I actually have some organic black cotton in my stash that I bought from Emma One Sock. I can't show it to you because it's packed away somewhere and I'm not 100% sure where I put it at the moment, but I'll find it because I would love to have a designer tank top for 1/4 of the cost. The pattern that I chose is the Itch to Stitch logo top. This is available in sizes 00 to 20. That's a bust 31.1/8 inches to 46.25 inches. And if that design is not what you like, I did a video about a year ago with 10 free tank top patterns that you can sew. I'll link that above and in the description box below, and find your own designer version. The last top that I chose, my ready-to-wear inspiration, is from Brunello Cucinelli. It is a peasant style top with monili trim, which I had to look that up. I didn't know what it was. It's actually some type of a jewel. It's a cotton top, but it retails for $1,850, and that must be because of the jewel trim. I'm not going to add jewels to my version, just so you know. I have a second inspiration photo for a peasant style top. I found it at Love Stitch. It is a floral print. It's a polyester floral print, and it's got a cool detail. It's got braided trim, and that one retails currently for $58. Now the pattern I chose, I actually have two choices for you. The first one is from the Sew magazine. It's the puff sleeve blouse. It's available in sizes 8 through 20. And another option is to follow this free how-to tutorial video from Threads magazine. That one you use your own measurements. Fabric, let's see what I might use. For the Cucinelli top, I have this white linen tablecloth that I found for $1 or $2 at a church thrift store. I washed it. There's no stains to it. I think that would be beautiful. Obviously, I do not have monili trim. I'm not even sure that I would know what it is if I came across it. But what I will do to mimic that look is dig through my box of trims. I'm sure I have something there. Maybe I'll find a sequin trim or something like that that would just add a little embellishment at the neckline. For the floral Love Stitch peasant style top with the braided trim, I have two polyester florals I could potentially use. Here's one. I love the colors. It's a little sheer. Could always wear a cami under it. And here's the other one. Got a lot more. I think this one was from S.R. Harris. Aren't those pretty? I'm going to be honest with you though. I hate sewing with polyester slinky type fabrics. They're just a pain. What I would probably do is do some spray starch on the fabric, make it a little bit stiffer, and then wash it when I'm done. I had pinned this picture a couple years ago, and it's not currently on the website. It's a Lee Matthews design. The fabric is a silk linen blend. I saw it on a resale site going for about $200. I think I might have found the original listed at about $700. It's a really simple dress to sew. I am going to follow one of my tutorials on my sewing blog that I did probably, I don't even know, 10 years ago. I have been meaning to redo those tutorials for quite some time, and now's the perfect time. There's no pattern because you go by your own measurements. A couple little changes that I would do from the one that I have on my blog, from the tutorial on my blog. I would use a wider elastic and add a little ruffle at the top. I think a wider elastic is a more current look. And I also would add some inseam pockets. I don't believe I did that on that dress. I might widen the skirt portion a little bit. In terms of fabric, I have two options. The first choice is this silk. I won this from Elliot Berman Textiles on an Instagram giveaway about a month ago, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, but that could be a really pretty summer skirt. I think, we just got back from vacation. I think I still have vacation on the brain. This would have been really good as a vacation dress. This is option number one. Option number two is a lightweight cotton shirting fabric from Mood Fabrics. Now that I'm holding this up, I'm leaning more towards this. I like the design of this. It might be a little sheer. I don't know. We'll see. What do you think? Leave it for me in the comments below. The next inspiration dress is from Anthropology, and this is one that I would sew for my daughter. This is a t-shirt dress, multi-tiered with a small puffed sleeve. I would start with the closet core t-shirt pattern. I'm sure you are aware of this pattern by now. Many people have sewn it. Many people have talked about it in their Sew Frugal so far. This is available in sizes 0 to 32. That's a bust, 31 to 60 inches. Now, obviously I need to do some changes to it. Starting with this t-shirt pattern, it'd be a really easy dress to make. All you're going to do is you're going to start with that kind of boxy shape and probably stop right below the bust, add that first tier, add a second tier. Those are just rectangles that you're going to cut and gather together. And I will check with my daughter whether or not she wants a puff sleeve. I have a tutorial on my channel that shows you how to take a plain sleeve from a t-shirt and make it a little puff sleeve. I'm not sure she's going to want the puff sleeve or not because she does have broader shoulders than I do. She doesn't always like extra emphasis. I have narrow shoulders. I like the extra emphasis. Let me show you the fabrics that I have chosen. She's going to make the decision on the fabric. I could go gray and do it just like the inspiration photo. Or I could do this floral, kind of a mauve floral. This is a super lightweight French terry. It acts like a lightweight jersey, and I'm gonna let her make the decision which one she would like. Skirts, spring 2023 denim maxi skirts, all over the runway, all over ready to wear. It's one of those skirts that if you like denim maxis, this is your season to wear it. My inspiration is a diesel A-line button front denim skirt that retails for $295. The pattern that I've chosen is from Mood Fabrics. It is the Casio skirt. This one is shown in faux fur. Don't look at photos of how things are sewn or fabrics that are chosen because that changes over time. Look at the lines of the pattern. And this one has the lines I'm looking for. It'd be really easy to lengthen to a maxi length. The sizing on this Mood Fabric skirt is a hip 34.5 inches to 63 inches. Why I chose this one is I really liked those great big pockets and I liked the button front. Again, it'd be easy to lengthen to whatever length you need. And I have lots of denim in my stash. I was always going to sew myself a pair of jeans. And then I realized I don't like sewing jeans. I haven't sewn jeans in years. I can buy ready to wear that fit the way I like. So why waste my sewing time on something that I would just as soon spend the money on ready to wear. So I've got denim on hand to sew myself a maxi skirt for spring 2023. Right here. This was a designer brand that I purchased at SR Harris. I wish I could remember the designer name. 7 for All Mankind, maybe? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's a nice weight. It's going to work beautifully in that skirt. By the way, I did another trends post for spring 2023 for the BERNINA We All Sew blog, and I did include denim maxi skirts on that. I'll link to those in the description box below if you want to go see other trends I wrote about. This inspiration skirt is a wrap skirt with a ruffle. This is from the Jets Australia website. It's made out of cotton and it retails for $206. And the pattern that I've chosen to get this look is the Frankie wrap skirt by Made Label. It's almost an exact dupe, isn't it? That skirt pattern is available in sizes 4 through 16. I actually have an animal print in my stash. I do love a good animal print. It's not cotton, it's actually a blouse fabric from S.R. Harris. Nope, this is from Fabric Mart Fabrics. And I don't know yet. I don't really like sewing these type of fabrics, but I do like the look of that skirt. So that's a maybe. This tiered maxi skirt I found on the Bowden website. It's currently on sale for $96 and it is cotton. I have got a tutorial for you. I put a tutorial, you're gonna get tired of me saying We All Sew blog. I have a tutorial on the BERNINA We All Sew blog to sew a 5-tiered maxi skirt. And that would be perfect for this skirt. You don't need a pattern because you use your own measurements to create a skirt that fits you. This time when I sew the skirt, I'm gonna use a wider elastic. Again, I think the wider elastic is a little more current look, and I might add side seam pockets. I didn't add that on the original tutorial. I even have perfect fabric to recreate that skirt. I love this. It's not cotton, it's a rayon challis, but isn't the color gorgeous? I love how the inspiration skirt is paired with green. I'm gonna have to see if I have some green in my stash because I love that look. I need to get busy sewing so I can get my Sew Frugal design done in time for the challenge. Which one do you think I should sew first? Until I see you in the next video, I hope you have a blessed day and happy sewing. For my next act, that's what it sounded like a magic act. Okay, let's try this again. I even said act wrong. Letters across the front. I probably wouldn't put it right on my chest. I might go a little bit higher. Fabric, which I think, when I lived in, so that is available. I had a hard time getting that out. It's a silk linen floral blend. It's not a floral blend. I'd widen the skirt a little bit, give it a little more width. That's what widen is a little more width. 3 twins. Okay.